Okay, welcome to the August 2023 meeting for the Committee of Adjustment for Town of Tecumseh. We have one application this evening, but first roll call. Chris is with us by video. Good evening, Chris. Paul is not here. We expect him, but we'll see. Everybody else is here. Call the meeting to order. Is there any disclosure of pecuniary interest from any of the members? Seeing none. Minutes of our July 31st meeting were pre-circulated with the agenda. Any addition, deletion, correction? Motion? Doug and Tom? Okay. All in favor? Opposed? Carried. Okay, so the application, welcome to the Mackenzies. You want to come up to the table here? And just ask you, there's a button there with a little talking face. If you're going to speak, push it. If you're not speaking,
Sorry. Jumped ahead.
Application for minor variance A1123, Kenneth and Andrea Mackenzie, 850 Lacoste Boulevard. The purpose of the application is to seek relief from subsection 7.1.10B of zoning bylaw 1746, which establishes an interior side yard width of 1.8 meters, 6 feet for a two-story dwelling. The applicant is seeking relief for the construction of a 49.5 square meter, 533 square foot, two-story addition, including a single car garage, resulting in a northerly side yard width of 1.2 meters, 4 feet. The property is designated residential in the Tecumseh official plan and zoned residential R2 in the Tecumseh zoning bylaw 1746. The following correspondence was received. No concerns with the proposal from engineering, the building department. The owner designer should review the proposed roof design where the new addition and old roof meet. The proposed area and design will likely encourage snow drifts and ice accumulation buildup. All building permit submissions shall include drawings by a qualified individual with a BCIN number. Fire services, no concerns with the proposal. Essex Region Conservation Authority. No objection to the application for minor variance. The site is not located within a regulated area under the jurisdiction of IRCA. Therefore, no permits are required. Thank you.
okay, thank you, Donna. At this point, I usually ask the applicants if there's anything missing in the stuff you've submitted or anything you need to tell us that you'd like us to know about that might support your application.
I don't think so. I think it's pretty, we tried to make sure it was all filled in. I have talked to our, the person that we're thinking about doing for the contracting about possible drainage solutions. And he's talked about installing weeping tiles that the downspouts would run into and that kind of thing to make sure that nothing gets onto our neighbor's property.
Okay. Actually, if you finish talking, turn your mic off.
I'm sorry.
Because it makes it easier for the recording. We had comments. Well, you read them. Any questions from the committee? You've been out there, Tom?
Just one question. Do you have an elevation of the proposed addition or just the plan that was included in the submission?
Right now, just what's in the plan. We got it to that design stage just to be able to apply for the variance because we knew that we would need that. We're basically following instructions from the designer and the contractor. It's our first time going through any of this process.
Okay. And Chad, is like the roof line, I'm not just sure what the roof line is. No.
Through Mr. Chair, I'll just share, there were some drawings attached to the application, and I'll share those with the committee.
Does it indicate on there who provided them or drew them? Where they came from?
Not sure, Mr. Chair, they were attached to the application, so certainly it was the applicants themselves through their contractor.
It's Jennifer Fabro with Avena Designing, provided all the drawings.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Through you, Mr. Chair. I would like to know if we could, the height of that, if, you know, I don't know if it falls within the building code or it does. Okay,
Sorry, yeah, through Mr. Chair, it complies with the maximum building height.
thank you.
Okay. Any other questions? Lori?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Just to confirm, we have not received any correspondence from the neighboring property at 848 Lacoste.
No, we haven't received any correspondence.
Furthermore, if the applicant can point out whether there's any windows facing 848 of the addition, not so much the existing dwelling, but the addition.
Right. I mean, the plans haven't been finalized, but our intention is to have no windows on that side because of our neighbors. We've talked to them and they've expressed that they didn't have any real concerns, but definitely they're good neighbors. We don't want to do anything that would be upsetting to them. So the plan right now is that all I can tell you is that nothing's finished on any of the rest of that.
With being such tight quarters, the only other thing I thought of was a placement of outside refrigeration unit for air conditioning or whatever.
So that came up, Donna Ferris contacted us about that to begin with. Currently our air conditioner's on the other side of the house and apparently it's encroaching on our other neighbors, even though it's been there for longer than we've been there. So apparently included in this is a minor variance for that, or we have to do that separately.
It's my understanding that the air conditioning unit was in compliance.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. I didn't think it was, but yeah, I mean, any of those, I'm assuming that falls into building permits and such things as that.
Well, it does, just that if it's not complying with the bylaw about rear yard appliances, it has to. And
Right.
If not, you need a variance, so.
Right, and I'm assuming that the designer will design everything to meet the
Okay.
code, or we'll have to do a variance, but I can't imagine why
Okay.
we would choose to need a variance.
Yeah. But just so you're aware, you're the guy paying the money, right?
Right,
So,
right. Yeah, I just can't imagine why we'd make it harder for ourselves instead of
Right.
just putting it where it complies.
right. Okay. Doug,
Through you, Mr. Chair. I noticed there was a garage door at the back of the garage. Is that with any intent of putting vehicles through there, parking in the back, or is that just for?
Honestly, that's so that if I decide that I'm too old and lazy to do a push more on that property, that I can get a rider through there more than anything, and just better access to the back. We've never had good access to our backyard for even simple things like barbecuing. So it's a 310-foot property. And so when workmen were out there a couple weeks back working on the neighbor's fence and saw me pushing the push mower, they were like, really? Someday I think I won't be able to do that anymore. So, and there's no way to get anything into our yard other than through a space like that.
Okay.
Our immediate neighbor that we've been talking about, their garage is built that way. That's why we want to do that.
anything else? Anybody want to venture a motion here? Doug?
I would have not a problem bringing this forward for a vote for A 1123, 850 Lacoste to grant the minor variance.
And support,
I'll second that motion.
Tony, okay. Any further question? Okay, calling the motion, all in favor? Opposed? Carried. So easy, you know? Thank you for coming. Yep, thank you. There's a time period.
20-day appeal period starts from today, so you'll get that information in a copy of the decision, and then once the appeal period is up, you'll also get additional information as to whether or not any appeals have been filed. Thank you.
Okay. There are no deferrals. Is there any unfinished business? Any new business? Laura, did you get a copy? I saw her giving you a drive. You got a copy of my information I had passed on at the last meeting? Okay. In that case, adjournment. Tom?
Motion.
Tony? All in favor? Opposed? I forget to look up there.